Okay, so let's talk a little New York sports.
All right.
Okay. Rich from Staten Island, longtime listener, first-time caller to the Rich Eisen Show. When Aaron Rodgers joined the Jets,
you were so happy.
Well, my concern was how is he going to handle the New York scene? Mm-hmm. And it's been hand in glove, right? It's been hand in glove.
It's been a love fest.
It has been hand in glove.
It's like the king of the city.
He's rocking out to Taylor Swift and Ed Sheeran and, going to concerts at MetLife. He's hanging out in the third row of the Tony Awards. He is just throwing himself into the New York world.
MSG.
Okay? But my concern is going to be what happens when the New York media covers aspects outside of his football world in a way that was never discussed or on a front page or a back page. I don't think there's any back pages of the Green Bay Post-Gazette.
Yeah.
Outside of just, classified ads or a regular advertisement. But, he spoke at an event in Denver yesterday. What was this event that he spoke at? It was
psychedelics.
Talking about,
let me get the name of it.
Psychedelic drugs or mind-expanding drugs. And we all know he's tried ayahuasca before, and he's talked about it. And folks in positions like mine, we even had our fun with it, right? That he's sipping the tea and what have you.
Yeah.
We know people who have done ayahuasca. The actor
David
Boreanaz came out here and talked about it, and I don't frown on it. Mind-expanding drugs, and Rodgers talked about how he believes ayahuasca has helped expand his mind and focused in on his game and his life in a way that caused. I think he thinks he's an MVP because of it. And he talked about how the NFL should have these psychedelic drugs legal, I guess, in their drug policy. So players can have their mind expanded, right?
Rich, he was at the Psychedelic Science 2023 is the name.
Yeah, up there in Colorado.
Yeah.
So, your Mets are not doing very well. Yanks are kind of... they're a little bit up. They've beaten the Mariners 2 games in a row after getting swept by the Red Sox. So Knicks are getting ready, I guess, for the draft, and the Nets get ready for the draft. So what's to talk about on the back page of the New York Post today? High times is the headline. Rodgers says hundreds of NFL owners want to join his psychedelic trip. Makes push for legalizing hallucinogens. And it's a photograph of Aaron speaking at the Psychedelic Science 2023 conference in Denver. Says he is far from the only NFL player who has used psychedelics and that he hopes they gain greater acceptance. That takes up the entire back page. And again, this is coming.
What are you smoking, bro? Give me some.
This is coming. And if the Jets, in their difficult schedule, start off 1-3, 2-4, and there'll be an article about is he losing the locker room, and I guarantee you the headline would be like losing standing daily with LSD being the main letters.
Like green and white, outline, shadow. Yeah.
Or a shot of him sipping tea, like Rodgers loses his mind during 3 interception performance. Like, this is stuff he's never experienced before. And the honeymoon can flip in a hurry, and that is, hopefully he sees that, finds it funny. High times is the headline of today's New York Post. It's just, again, something to file away that the New York Post wanted to put in front of all the commuters and the front doorsteps of those in the metropolitan area on Thursday, June 22nd. Underneath news about one of the great Rangers goalies of all time getting into the Hall of Fame, and then one of the great prospects in the history of the NBA about to get drafted in New York City. Oh, and by the way, above the Yankees winning their second in a row. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.